Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Lisa. So today I'm just going to be doing a little bit of decluttering. I'm not tackling anything major today. I'm just going to get some things that have been bothering me for a while kind of sorted out and put away. I'm also just going to be doing a little bitty reset for my bedroom. What I want to get done is clearing off this dresser, clearing out all of the drawers, and as well as the cabinet that holds my clothes. I have a lot of stuff just kind of crammed in there, and I just really need to take the time to go through it. It's not a huge project. It's a little bit time consuming only because I want to go through everything piece by piece and put stuff where it belongs back in its home, get rid of things that no longer serve, and just kind of go through it all. uh, so I'm going to start with the tall dresser, and as you can see, I cleaned off the top of it, and now I'm going to take the drawers out one by one. And as I take the drawers out, I'm just going to be going through each piece. My roommates are in here hanging out with me as well, as you can see. They're just such a great help, um, because they want to sleep in the middle of the floor. So I'm just taking all this stuff out. Now, this top drawer was kind of like a catch-it-all drawer. Just whatever. I just threw whatever in there. And honestly, when I started going through it, I kind of really had no idea what was in there. And I also have a little tote set up, and I'm going to use that tote to kind of just hold everything until I get the prospective drawers cleaned out where the stuff belongs. My makeup, I'm going to go through my makeup. Somehow or another, I'm always collecting makeup, and it ends up going bad or expiring or whatever. And so I'm going to go through that, and I also have a drawer for nails and feet, and then a drawer for all my hair products. And that's kind of what I'm going to be organizing in this tall dresser. So the top drawer is just kind of stuff. The second drawer is my night clothes. The third drawer is like socks and underclothes and things like that. And then you have makeup, and then nails, and then hair. I just recently went through all of my nail polishes, so there shouldn't be anything too old in there. But I just went ahead and went through it anyway just to make sure. A lot of used emery boards that I don't use anymore that are just kind of used up. And the stuff I use to, take care of my feet and give myself a home pedicure once in a while when I feel like giving myself a little extra love. So I'm going to just go ahead and put everything back that belongs in there. Everything that doesn't belong in there is going in the little gray tote. And what is garbage is going in the garbage. So this is the one for my hair products. And as you can see, I got like baby lotion in there. I don't even know. I don't even know what all is in there. And so I'm just going through it piece by piece, one by one. Like I said, if it doesn't serve, it's in the garbage. If it needs to go to its home, then I'll put it in the gray tote. And when I'm done, I'll go through the gray tote and just put everything away. So once I get all my drawers put back in and I got everything sorted that belongs in them, I'm going to go ahead and dust it off. I'm just using some Lysol spray, just, a nice cleaner and a little bit of a disinfectant, and it has a nice smell to it. And I'm just going to wipe this down and just get dust and fingerprints and whatever off of it. And then I'm going to go through the gray tote and start sorting everything and putting it in the home that it belongs in. So in a recent video, I talked about how the wheel of the year has turned, and we're kind of in that transition from summer to fall, and how I wanted to start doing little things every day instead of like one big fall deep clean or something. I kind of wanted to get my brain used to the changing season. And so in my brain, it was kind of like making space for the new blessings that this new season is going to bring. And it got me to thinking while I was cleaning and going through all this stuff about the last year and how many changes have occurred in just one year. So it's kind of funny, really, because like I started feeling like, wow, time is really sped up. The world is speeding up. And honestly, I don't think it's the world at all. I don't think it was time at all. I think it was me slowing down. I think you just kind of hit a certain, I don't know if you want to say age or point in your life where you just kind of slow down. You're just not really in a rush anymore. And so so I feel like these in between seasons, they start kind of counting more. It's not summer and it's not fall yet, but it's still warm out, but yet you still have kind of cool mornings. And pumpkin spice isn't out yet, but it will be soon. The kids are back in school, the pools are closed, but yet it's still like 85, 90 degrees outside. So it's kind of just, a weird thing. And that's what it got me to thinking was, you know what, maybe time in the world hasn't sped up. Maybe it's just me and I've just slowed down a little bit. And I'm learning to embrace, every moment as it comes. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think the world is sped up or time is sped up? I don't know. So anyway, I got this shelf wiped off and I kind of went through stuff I just kind of stick up there too. It's where I kind of keep Desiree's little treats and just, little whatnot things that I don't want to lose. And I just keep them up there. And I just gave this little dresser just a quick little dust off, and there you go. When I pulled this out, I wanted to try this. I think it's called an air broom. Yeah, it's called an air broom. And I got it as a white elephant gift at Christmas, and I'd not tried it yet. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to pull it out of the box and put it together and give it a try. Now, it's kind of got like a squeegee on the bottom. And honestly, I kind of didn't like it. But I felt like if it was maybe water or something I needed to squeegee up, maybe it would have worked really good for that. I don't know. Thought about maybe trying it on my windows when I go to clean the outside windows. I don't know. Other people might like it. It didn't do what I needed it to do. Put it like that. Doesn't mean I can't use it for something else. But yeah, so that was the air broom. You see, I did give it a good try. I really did. I was hoping it would help with the dog hair a little bit, and it kind of did, but it didn't do much better than a regular broom. And it wasn't as flexible as a regular broom either, like around edges and corners and things like that. So I'm going to turn on my fan because I got dog hair and dust flying in my room, and it was getting kind of stuffy in there. So what I did was I set myself up a little system here. I set these three little containers up, and in one I have like tools and electronic type stuff like chargers or whatever that went in that one, and then in one I have put all my jewelry in it, that I've just worn and discarded and thrown on a dresser or whatnot. And then the third one is just kind of for whatnot stuff, stuff that needs further looking into, but I'm not in the mood to look into it right then. In the plastic bag is just like ultrasound pictures of my grandkids, recipes, paperwork, that kind of thing. So earlier I was talking about how there has been so many changes over the last year, and I have my little granddaughter here, and that is one of the greatest changes that has happened over this last year. Hello, hello. Say hello. Look, can you say hi? Hello. Hello. Boo. Boo. Oh. Oh. She's learned how to wave hi and bye now. So I was trying to get her to do it for you, but she wouldn't do it. She was interested in whatever the dogs were doing. So I had turned the camera around to like selfie mode or whatever it's called, and she could see herself. And usually she just, you don't know how many videos I have of her just cracking up, looking at herself. But of course, you know how kids are. When you want them to do something, they're going to do the opposite. So anyway, Her mom came back and got her, and I just continued cleaning. Um, but only I was a little more cheerier now. So as I was cleaning my room and putting all my stuff away and going through everything, I started thinking about this journey that I've been on. And I kind of started it about a year ago. Um, at that time, I had hit a really low point. I felt like my whole world had kind of fallen apart. Of course, it didn't really, but it just kind of felt that way at the time. And at that time, I never even thought about healing or taking time to slow down and kind of process and let my nervous system, calm down and things like that. I just kept trying to push through and kind of pretend like everything was fine. And I was kind of living by that slogan, fake it till you make it, which is an amazing slogan, by the way, but sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you have to slow down. And when I was at that low point, I just realized that I kept expecting myself to be perfect and to keep going like nothing happened, like it was just a normal day, and it wasn't a normal day. Um, and I learned about how the nervous system works and how it keeps you in the fight or flight like state of mind, and that's where I was at for quite a while. And then I kind of slowly started learning about what giving yourself grace really means, and what being patient with yourself really means, and what self care and self love, what all those really positive things actually look like. And I think my first step was recognizing that I don't have everything all figured out, and I don't have to have it all figured out, and it's fine. I can figure it out as I go. Just because I'm older and I'm just now starting to learn how to do things, or doesn't mean that I'm doing anything wrong. It just means that I'm a late bloomer, and that's completely fine. The more I declutter and the more I clean and the more I go through these little stacks of and bags and baskets and boxes of things that I just have just stashed, I realize more and more just how much I was like pushing down, and saying, oh, I'll deal with it later, I'll deal with it later, I'll deal with it later. When really, it should be pulled out and dealt with, right then and there. But I just didn't have the tools to do it. And now I'm learning new tools, and it's a slow process. It is, but I'm getting there, and eventually, my house is going to be exactly the way I want it to be. Uh, my life is very blessed, and sometimes I get in these little ruts where I forget just how blessed I really am. I found this little saying on Facebook one day, and I kind of just keep it as like a screensaver. And it says, there were days that you prayed for this life, don't forget. And so I got to remind myself that, like, where I started from and where I am today, like all the changes and all of the things that has happened in order for me to get to this point. And sometimes I think it's really important to just stop and think about that. Like, the life you have today is probably the life that at one time you prayed for. So that's kind of what gets me through my day, when I have like bad days, because I'm still healing, I'm still growing. And that's kind of too another reason why I wanted to make videos. It's been a bit of a process. My channel has gone through lots and lots of changes, but this past February is when I really decided um where I wanted my channel to go. um I'm a Gen Xer. I'm 53, and there are so many videos about Gen Xers out, like on TikTok and Facebook and stuff, and they're funny, and they're like, Gen Xers this, and we drink from the water hose, and we were latchkey kids, and we did this and we did that. But uh, there were also a lot of things that we went through in that generation too, that we still need to heal from, even in our 50s and 60s and 40s and whatever. And So that's kind of the journey that I'm on, and that's kind of why I make these videos, is because you know what, I'm not aesthetic, I'm not curated, I don't live a perfect life, I don't have a beige house. My house is very colorful because I'm still trying to figure out even what my decorating style is. And I'm slowly but surely learning to accept that it's fine. It's fine. You know, I don't have to be curated. I don't have to be perfect. I can just be a regular old, you know, housewife, grandma, and content creator, and you know, I have a good time, and it's fine. So as I went through my room, really I just kind of wanted to make sure that I got all my kind of drawers that I stuff in cleaned out, my little cabinet cleaned out and reorganized a little bit. You know, and just get rid of things that I don't use anymore, that I don't need anymore, that kind of stuff. And just reset my room just a little bit for the week. Clean off the tables, like my nightstands. I just recently put them in. I did a whole like spring deep clean in here, and that's when I put these nightstands in. But they still need refinished, and I'll get to them. I don't know when. I'm hoping maybe this winter. I don't know though. I wanted to get to them this summer, but I was just too busy. I had so much other stuff to do. I didn't get a chance to get to them. So who knows? I'm gonna try to get to them this winter. It's definitely something that's on my major to-do list. So yeah, I just went ahead and swept the floor, got the dog hair up, because you know, all 5 dogs sleep in here with me. I actually threw all of their beds in the washer, got them all washed and dried and cleaned up. I got my laundry started. So there was a lot of stuff that happened that I just didn't film. And then I finally went through this little gray tote and started going through everything. If it didn't have a home, it kind of went back in there. And, you know, if I didn't throw it away or put it in a home, I just put it in the tote. And I thought, you know what, that's fine. That's probably something to go through another day. And I just kind of shoved the tote up on the dresser. And I felt pretty proud because I, you know, brought all that clutter down to just one little tiny tote that's sitting on my dresser. So for me, that was progress. That was great. And I'm hoping, you know what I'm really hoping for is that as I'm healing and I'm learning all these positive things and how to implement them in my life every day, that my house is going to get more and more organized, because I'm starting to wonder how much stuff I like hoard or keep just because of perfectionism, right? So a lot of times I used to clean the house and I would just throw stuff in a box, and then I would just stuff the box in a room, right? And so now I have to go through all those boxes. I've done it before, and it's not fun. And a lot of times before the end of it, I end up, you know, not clearing out the box. So I'm hoping as I heal more and more, I'll get more and more of those boxes emptied out. So I just want to take a second and say thanks a lot for watching my video to this point. I always appreciate your time. Time is very, very valuable. And if you choose to spend it with me, I just really want you to know, and I say it on almost every video, how much it means to me, because it really, really does. I think it's amazing that you would watch my video, and I'm glad we get to share this journey together. And if you enjoyed my video, I would, you know, just say, hey, give me a thumbs up so we can push it out to more people. And if you think maybe you'd like to see some more of my content, you can always hit the subscribe button. I also have a membership page. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of work over there lately, but it's still work in progress. I have videos to put up over there. I just haven't gotten them up yet. YouTube seems to be a lot like life. You know, life is meant to be a journey. It's not meant to be a destination. And it feels kind of like my YouTube channel is the same thing. Feels like it's more of a journey than a destination. So I'll get those videos up over there eventually. And maybe I'll do some other stuff. And I was also thinking about maybe doing a live chat. I don't know if anybody would even be interested in seeing that. Maybe let me know in the comments, you know, if that might be something fun we could do. Get a one-on-one and chit chat with each other. or something. I don't know. It might be kind of fun. I've never done one before, but I'm willing to I'm willing to try. Um, but yeah, so that would be cool. So I'm just gonna finish up making my bed. I'm gonna put some fresh sheets on it and fluff up some pillows and put the comforter on it. And I just want to say thanks if you've been following me since February. You know, you've watched this journey, and I try to, you know, just be real about it. It's definitely something that I'm kind of learning on my own, and just, you know, kind of learning as I go. And I that's kind of like how life just is, you know. But when I look back over the last year, there's been a lot of progress made. There's been a lot of growth, personal growth. I feel a lot better than I did this time last year, inside anyway. um, so, one thing that I'm really the most proud of and the most happiest about that has happened over the last year is that I am able to help my kids, mostly my girls, but my all my kids too. And when I start seeing one of my girls, my daughter-in-laws or my daughter, start to spiral in that perfectionism that, you know, we so often do, it's so easy for us to do that. I can help them now. I'm better equipped to help them and help myself too. But I'm really happy to be able to help them, and because they're gonna get good at it. You know, they're gonna get good at it, and then they're gonna help their daughters, because I have a lot of granddaughters, or a few anyway, and they're going to be able to help theirs. So that is the whole point, right? Is to be better than the generation before. So that's everything I got rid of. And here's the clean dresser, my little tote with the little bit of clutter I have left. And then the other side of the room is done as well. And I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about it. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.